The tier list of languages, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get it. The Spanish language is, of course, A, because it's not as influential as the English, or I mean, the English is the most influential here. At least in this era. French was influential, of course. Spanish is influential, but in the South America, I mean, in the Americas, right? The Europe couldn't care less about Spanish, so I guess whatever. So I guess it should be A. Easy. Norwegian S-tier. Norwegian S-tier right away. Norwegian. Okay, we will. I mean, Swedish is the same language as Norwegian. They are mutually intelligible, so we need to put Swedish also at the same tier. I mean, sorry. English, French, easy. English, French, yeah. As I said, Spanish is influential in Americas. I couldn't care less about it because I'm not there. French was influential in Russian Empire. People were speaking French until the end of the Romanovs' reign in 1917. I wouldn't say that I'm a big fan of this language because the pronunciation, one pronunciation can create many different words. It's quite confusing language. German is not my kind of language. It's probably B. It's one of the languages that I never wanted to study. It sounds a little rough, unlike French. That's about it. Nothing interesting, basically, about German to me. Arabic should be at the same tier with Spanish. They forced Spanish people to learn Arabic at one point, right? Until the Reconquista. There will be probably no. No, there will be Spanish. I don't know if Spanish would exist if Reconquista didn't happen. Spanish probably wouldn't exist. So Arabic. I learned the alphabet of Arabic, although right now I wouldn't be able to tell you guys what words, what letters these are. This is calligraphy of Arabs is quite confusing. As far as I know, in the Arabic world, it wasn't permitted to draw pictures up until some point. It's like Islamic restriction, and they were practicing the calligraphy, right? They were mastering this skill of calligraphy, and they mastered it to this point that it's not really understandable for just a regular pedestrian to understand. Not understandable what's written. Yeah, so I was studying this letters, and for me it's hard to understand what's written there. But still, it's A, of course. Very popular language. Let's move on. Vietnamese, easy C. You see, they use the Latin alphabet in Vietnam. I was there not so long ago, and it's quite confusing, I should say. So, for example, they will write something like T-O-N-X-A-U, Ton Xiu, for example. I just made it up. Ton Xiu, right? But they will put some symbols over the T, over the O, under the N. They will put some symbols, and it wouldn't be Tongsu anymore. It will be readable as a completely something different. It will be, you will have to read it, for example, as Guangzhou, completely different. So why would they use the Latin alphabet then if they don't use this the phonetics that comes with the Latin alphabet? I don't know. So that's why it's C. Mandarin Chinese. I was on a plane a few weeks ago, and I remember the guy on the opposite seat. He was watching the AI drama, right? Chinese drama, AI Chinese drama, and that's not really the problem. The not really. I don't want to really describe the problem here, but he was reading the subtitles in this drama, and they were changing very swiftly, like boom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I was confused. How is he able to read them? For me, obviously, the Mandarin Chinese symbols are just some symbols that I can't understand the meaning of. I can't, simply. But the Chinese people, they are able to simply quickly read long sentences of these symbols somehow. It's not really defining the skill, it's not really defining the language, but rather the skill of Chinese people. I can't say much about the Mandarin Chinese. I wasn't even trying to learn it. It's really complicated. So I guess B. What do we have in the chat? What do we have in the chat? Let me please look at the chat, ladies and gentlemen. The internet connection is as no. Also, regarding the Thai language, I like the way that Thai people say ha at the end. Sorry ha. That's what they say. Hello ha. That's when I was in Thailand, I also started doing it. They stretch the end of the sentences. And so what I'm saying, it doesn't really define the language, right? The language itself doesn't come with this additional things. So my ranking, this tier list, is going to be based on just a lot of factors. Okay, so let's proceed. Thai language, where is it? Here, yeah. I don't know, let it be at sea. Vietnamese and Thailand are neighboring countries, so it would make sense to put them close to each other. Mongolian is a very interesting case. You know, ladies and gentlemen, you remember, so let me tell you, when I was a kid, I used to think that the writing system of Japan and maybe China also was from top to bottom. Because I used to see the movies and some cartoons, and you could have noticed that the banners or some, the banners on the buildings are written from top to bottom, right? It's like promotional banners, and that's what I used to think. That's their writing system. And when I was in In China, they actually don't write from top to bottom. But in Korea, for example, you can find a lot of banners on the streets, right, written from top to bottom. They don't mind doing it. In Japan also, yeah. But in Mongolian language, oh, okay, Mongolian language is quite interesting, different and interesting because until the Russification, which happened in 1930 something, they used to write from top to bottom. That's one of the languages that actually do it. So for this, I would like to put it at the same spot with Mandarin Chinese. That's it. Korean. Interesting thing about Korean. So I stayed in Korea for some time, for quite a long time actually, and I was studying Korean, and what I learned about Korean is that it was artificially constructed by the king that that was owning the Korea in the 15th century, so like about 600 years ago. I think his name was Hanguk, right? And that's the name of the Korean language in the Korean in Korean, Hanguk. I might be mistaken, but the monument of this king is located in the center of Seoul. So the interesting thing about Korean language that I want to tell you guys is that they don't finish the words with consonant. For example, in English language, you have the word sleep, right? Sleep ends with p. It's a consonant. But in Korean, they would add u. So they would say sleep. Ladies and gentlemen, this is so ridiculous to me. Sleep. Good morning, Daniel. This is very ridiculous. Sleep. I'm going to work. And now, whenever I tell my friends that I'm going to sleep, I tell them, okay, sleep. Yeah, so I picked it up, this accent. Very addictive. Ladies and gentlemen, don't try it at home. Don't try to finish your words with vowels, just like Koreans do. Don't try to do it. Otherwise, you will forget about the word sleep and you will start saying sleep in the Korean manner. Sleep. So for this, the vowel thing, I will put it at the A. Okay? Ah, Sejong. Okay, Sharosto. You're right, Sejong. Yeah, Hangul. John, but when I woke up, you were talking. Now I'm going to bed, you're still talking. Yes, yes. Very hard working today. Today, very busy day. Russian. Russian is just a regular Slav language, nothing special. I speak Russian, right? And nothing special. Basically, just the same as every other Slav language, but with a little different taste. Okay, so let's put it at B. Japanese. Uh, Japanese, I like the fact that it's visually distinguishable from Chinese, right? In Japanese, they use the dash, the line, as the symbol, legit, valid symbol, just the line. And also they have this interesting symbol of a running person. It looks like a person is running. Okay, let me draw it like this. Hop, hop. And I remember I was in an airport a few days ago, like a few weeks ago, something between that, around that. Don't want to think about it right now, don't want to calculate. So I was in the airport and I was looking at the phone of a person and I saw the symbols. I was thinking, I was trying to guess whether he was Chinese or Japanese, and like easily by a few seconds I could guess that it was Japanese, right? They are visually easily identifiable. I mean, sorry, it is a visually identifiable language. But I'm not really a big fan of the anime, whatever else they have, so let's put it at C. Hindi. So you see, I don't like the phonetics of Hindi. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't like the phonetics. But it doesn't really come with language. I'm not sure if it really comes with language or not, but I don't like it. So let's put it at C. And I think, yeah, well, here we have Urdu. We need to put it close to Hindi because Urdu and Hindi are basically the same languages. It's just Urdu is written with the Arabic letters, and Hindi has their own writing system. Persian is probably B. They use the same Arabic letters, but interesting thing about Persian, they have 4 more letters than regular Arabic alphabet. They made up their own Arabic letters. Yeah, I can't say much about Persian. Maybe C actually, like nothing special. Persian and Persian, okay. Italian, oh, Italian is, mamma mia, where should I put it? Maybe at A. It wasn't so influential as French or English, but maybe B. There is a lot of operettes in Italian language. That's where it emerged, right? If I'm not mistaken right now. But I don't have any special feelings towards Italian language. I never wanted to study it the same way as German, so whatever. Portuguese. What do we have in the chat? Let's look. John Wayne 8494. Okay, I read your comment. I'm very impressed with the language. Oh yeah, I like languages. Languages is a very interesting topic. Okay, let's proceed. Portuguese. Yeah, it's one of the languages where the language is not defined in the motherland, right? In the Portugal, it's defined now in Brazil. Brazilians have like 20 times more population, so Portugal just lost the control, and it's not really as influential as Spanish. Just Brazil, Cabo Verde, Sao Tome and Principe, and some other country in Africa, Angola, if I'm not mistaken. They speak Portuguese, and that's it. Not really to my liking, but I like the way the Brazilian songs sound. I found one interesting on X. It was AI generated song by some Brazilian AI generated favelan guy, and I was repeating the song. So yeah, I like the way it sounds. Portuguese. Swahili, I have no idea, so let's put it at D. Zulu, it's probably one of these languages, not really big fan, so Filipino. Filipino is probably Tagalog, right? It's probably Tagalog. It's one of the languages that are completely not interesting to me. And when I was in Philippines, it actually sounds like English. Sounds like broken, maybe a little broken English, but it's completely different from English by the dictionary. They don't have the same words, but maybe it's, I don't know, but it sounds like English basically. And speaking of broken English, I feel like Dutch should be around here. And Dutch feels like a language, like a German language, which was trying to become English language, right? It was on the path of becoming English, but it stopped like at somewhere at like 10%. So that's what I feel about Dutch. Indonesian and Malay are basically the same thing. It's just, I don't know who actually came up with their language, Malay or Indonesia. They both speak the same language in Malaysia and Indonesia. It's just that they both have the army, and they just like Turkish and Azerbaijan, right? The existence of Azerbaijan is only possible due to the Azerbaijani army. That's the interesting thing about the language. This non-existent in the material world thing only possible due to the army, right? If there was no Indonesian army, they will be speaking Malay, but they have army, now they speak Indonesian. Yeah, I don't have very much to say about these languages, except from the Burmese. Burmese is one of the languages that you wouldn't like to hear nearby. If you're gonna hear people talking Burmese near you, it means you're gonna be taken to the scam center. You're gonna be first neutralized, right? They will, I don't know, do something to you, this cloth to your mouth, and then you're gonna lose conscious, and then you're gonna wake up in the scam center. So that's one of the languages that you wouldn't like to hear. But I would like to visit Myanmar. I haven't been there. I don't know if it's safe. I gotta look it up. Maybe I'm gonna change my mind once I visit Myanmar. Hopefully. And as a Russian person, Ukrainian is also probably one of the languages that I wouldn't like to hear. It means I'm probably somewhere in the front lines, and my life is at the edge, let's say. But in every other situation, Ukrainian is fine. Sozo, it's a language in Lesotho, landlocked country in South Africa. I guess one of these like languages, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Oromo. Interesting. I maybe put it at B because it's one of the languages in Africa where they have the writing system. In every other part of Africa, they communicate with this kind of things, but in Oromo, they managed to do the writing system. And they deserve the applauses for this, right? It's one of the few countries in Africa with their own writing system. They made their own. Yeah, other countries in Africa, Egypt, Algeria, they use the Arabic. Yeah, I think it's probably the only country in Africa. And Ethiopia is the capital, Addis Ababa. On the internet, you can see a lot of good videos from Addis Ababa. I think it's probably an interesting country. I would like to visit Addis Ababa. So B. And their writing system is actually interesting, the way it looks. Oromo. Or oh, they have badges also. Oh. Here, this kind of symbols. Looks like the kind of symbols that you would find in the Egypt pyramids, inside of the Egypt pyramids, right? Okay, let's proceed. Now let's find something. Malagasy, it's a language in Madagascar. I have no idea what to say. Lao, they have their own writing system, but I haven't even heard Lao in my life. 0 times. So I guess here we have interesting sisters, Hungarian and Finnish. Hungarian and Finnish both are Finno-Ugric languages. And the interesting thing about Finno-Ugric languages, there are a lot of different people that speak Finno-Ugric languages, different Finno-Ugric languages, like Mari people, Mardvins, Komi, Samoyeds, Hungarians, Finnish people. What else in Europe? Estonians, right? They have their own language. What else we have in Europe? Yeah, I think there are no more Finno-Ugric people in Europe. Mostly they are in Russia. Karelians. Yeah, and if we gonna unite all the Finno-Ugric people in one room, and they're gonna start speaking their own language, none of them will understand each other. That's the interesting thing about Finno-Ugric languages. So let's put them at C, because they need to do something about it. And for example, Uzbek and Kyrgyz are Turkic languages. And Turkish also Turkic, right? What else we have Turkic? Nothing else. They can understand each other, like Uzbek and Kyrgyz unlikely, but Uzbek and Turkish probably can. It's not going to be easy for Uzbek and Kyrgyz to understand each other, but Uzbek and Turkish or Kyrgyz and Turkish probably easy. So yeah, Turkish is one of the Turkic languages, but I wouldn't say it's like they own the Turkish languages, right? They are just called Turkey, but the concept of Turkic doesn't belong to Turkish. That's the thing about Turkic people and Turkic languages. Okay, they all should be at C. Hausa, okay, this is probably D. I really don't know nothing about Hausa. Maori, I don't know. Nepali, it's the same as Hindi, basically. So let's put them close to each other. Albanian is interesting. I will put it at B because it's, as I said already on the stream, it's the only language it's the only language in the the Indo-European branch. They have their own branch in the European languages. They basically they are not mutually intelligible with any other language in the world. That's interesting. That's interesting. Bengali, let's put it near Hindi. I mean, maybe D. Not really big fan. It's interesting, right? In Bengali, they write this symbol at the top of their letters. That's the lion. So Bengali is clearly easily identifiable by this line, like this. I guess there is some point. I guess this lines means let's throw trash in our rivers, and they see it and they just. I guess that's what it means. Okay, next. Hebrew. Hebrew, good. I was trying to study this language. I studied this language. I studied the alphabet. My name is Daniel. Is part of the old Israeli mythology. Yeah. Hebrew should deserve the S, C. In Hebrew, it's a Semitic language, and interestingly, I don't know if you know, guys, in the Arabic you say Salam Alaikum, and in Hebrew you say Shalom Alaikum, because they are basically in the same language family with the Arabic. Arabic and Hebrew are not far away from each other. That's interesting. Okay, Kurdish is actually quite similar to Persian apparently. I talked to Kurdish people, and our conversation led into the Kurdish language somehow, and they said that it's similar to Persian, and I gave them a few words that I knew from Persian language, and they said, yeah, we know these words. This was quite confusing. Apparently, it's very similar to Persian. There is a Kurdistan in Iran, in Iraq, in Turkey. Maybe they actually speak the different kind of Kurdish. Yeah. So here's the thing about Kurdish. Icelandic, I have no idea. Norwegian and Swedish, let's put it at C tier. They are mutually intelligible, so why would I put it at C tier at D? Then Danish probably also, like what? Nothing special, right? Portuguese, at least something interesting. They have Brazil, they have like some other territories that speak this language. Filipino probably also D. Malay, Indonesian, let's put it at D. Nothing special. Okay, so Turkish, Kyrgyz, Uzbek. Just because I put Turkish at C, I mean, it's interesting. I speak one of the Turkic languages, and phonetically, Chuvash is quite similar to Turkish, by the way. It's interesting. And I gave to some of my friends to listen Chuvash language, and they say that it actually sounds just like Turkish. Polish. I mean, if I put Russian here, it should be Polish should be no. Polish should be C.